I'm here to share some information on vertical lookup. I've heard that some of you are having a little bit of trouble working through some of the problems, and I just want to share some information with you. Lookup is similar to when you're needing to find information in a large spreadsheet and you're always looking for the same kind of information. We usually use a vertical lookup. It works a lot like a phone book where you start with that one piece of data you know, like someone's name, in order to find out what you don't know, like their phone number. There are four pieces of information that you'll need in order to build a vertical lookup syntax. The value you want to look up, also called the lookup value, the range where the lookup value is located. Remember that the lookup value should always be in the first column in the range for the VLOOKUP to work correctly. For example, if your lookup value is in cell C2, then your range should start with C. The column number in the range that contains the return value. For example, if you specify the range B2 to D11 as the range, then you should count B as the first column, C as the second column, and so on. And optionally, you can specify true if you want an approximate match. I know, which is kind of strange because we think of true as an exact, but true is for the approximate match, and false is if you want an exact match of the return value. If you don't specify anything, the default value is always set to true. It's always going to be an approximate match. So let's take a look at our spreadsheet. This is for your Excel Project 4. This is what you were working on this week. And so what we're looking at is we're wanting to return the cost of a membership. So we're going to use a lookup value to look at what type of membership the person has. We're going to compare it to this table that we have set aside and color coded and made a border around and all kinds of neat things. So we're going to return the value that matches the type of membership. So we're going to look at the membership, we're going to look down here in the table, and we're going to return what's the cost of that membership. So sounds pretty easy. As always, in everything in Excel, we started out with an equal sign, and we're going to start typing VLOOKUP. Usually when I get to the L, it already shows up, and I hit Tab. Tab will open up that parenthesis, and it will start your formula for you. So you have your screen tip at the bottom, and it says, hey, what is your lookup value? So I'm kind of a lazy Excel user, and I'm just going to go over here, and I'm going to click on the cell B5, and it's going to fill it in for me. And we're going to put a comma in. So I'm going to look at B5, and the table array, once I put in that comma after B5, it says, hey, okay, I found B5. Now where do you want me to compare it to? So I want to compare it to this table. Now, I don't want to grab the headings for this table. I just want to grab the data within the table. So I'm going to highlight from A over to C, 18 down to 20. I'm just going to grab all that information that was in that table. Now, this table's not going anywhere, so we need to consider, do we need to make that an absolute cell reference? Well, of course. So let's go ahead and um, let's put in, let's see if I can get this done. Let's put in our $sign. So I just hit the F4 on the keyboard to make that an absolute cell reference. So it's not going anywhere. And let's put our comma. So we told it where to look. So now we have, what are we looking at? Where are we looking for? Comma. And what column, when it looks in that table and it finds deluxe, remember, we're looking for the cost of a deluxe membership. What column do you want me to return? Now, we count. This is column 1, this is column 2, this is column 3. We're looking for the cost of a deluxe membership. So we want it to return a column 2. And I put a comma. And do I want an exact match, or do I want an approximate match? And it gives you a screen tip for exact or approximate. If you didn't get the screen tip to come up, make sure that you put in false. And I'm just going to double click that. And let's close our parenthesis and let's fill that in. So we have 575. So hey, just to verify, does a deluxe membership, if we were looking down here on our table, does deluxe membership equal 575? Yep, sure does. So I'm just going to put my skinny cross on that little box at the bottom. I'm going to double click it and have it fill in and just do a spot check. Is an individual 300? It sure is. So we have successfully done a vertical lookup. If you have any questions about vertical lookups, please don't hesitate to holler back at me, send me an email. Make sure that you send it to the keboatman@actx.edu. Remember, my Blackboard email is not working as it should, so send it to me direct. Don't forget to put your name in there somewhere so I know who I'm visiting with so I can address you directly. Hope this helps. Let me know if it didn't. I'll be happy to go back over it some more.